Hello everyone, you have Royce here and welcome to our channel Sansevieria 101. So for this episode, we're going to feature another cultivar from the trifasciata species. This is the last form for the full size but narrow leaf trifasciatas of the Bantel line sport or form. So what I'm showing you right now is the what I'm calling it is the green form because it is the result of the propagation of the trifasciata bantel sensation leaf propagation results, or the product of the leaf propagation of the bantel sensation sport line. When you leaf propagate Bogor, you will end up with this green form. If you leaf propagate Bantel sensation, you will end up with this form as well. When you leaf propagate Trifasciata Laurentii black gold, you get also a green form, but it is this one, which is just the common Trifasciata green form. For the green form of the Bantel Sensation line, though, there is a cultivar name for it. However, for the leaf propagation of the species such as, or the cultivars such as Laurentii, black coral, black gold, when you leaf propagate them, you will end up having green forms. And this is how it looks like. It's the first episode for the Trifasciata series that I have made for you. So it's the first episode of that playlist wherein I feature almost all the trifasciatas that I have. So by the way, this is episode 16. So as of the current, I have featured 16 types or cultivars of trifasciatas. You may say cultivar, you may say form, because I have shown you green forms, I have shown you the variegated forms, which are named as cultivars. This green form is named as Longitudinal Stripes. Apparently, it is one of the green forms that has a cultivar name, because the green form that you leaf propagated coming from Laurentiis and black golds, they don't have a cultivar name, but they're just known as the common trifasciata, which is in green form. So when you leaf propagate Bantel sensations, they also have green form. This is the black sport leaf that I planted. As you can see, it's badly damaged because it has no rhizome to support itself. As time goes by, that one leaf will rot, but it has rooted and it has grown a green form. So none of the dark characteristics carried over to the leaf propagation result, or the leaf propagated growth of the Bantel sport line. So this is again Trifasciata black sport. It is a sport of Bantel sensation. Bantel sensation also, when you leaf propagate it, it will resort to green forms such as this one. I have been trying to leaf propagated Bantel sensations in the hopes that I would have a black sport, but it didn't happen. So black sport can either be just acquired through a mutation within the rhizome, but never through leaf propagated, because I have propagated a lot of Bantel sensations and I wasn't able to get a black sport from it. Instead, you will get this green form, which is named as Longitudinal Stripes. So it was named Longitudinal Stripes. At first, I didn't agree because the longitudinal stripe on it can barely be seen, and if you can see on this leaf, it's like the spike of the green banding. So for me, it doesn't really count as a longitudinal stripe. For me, it kind of counts like a spike of the dark green banding, but giving the benefit of the doubt, then they look like, um, I think it would pass to call it stripes, since it's already named that way. But anyways, when we check the green form of trifasciatas, um, to explain it further, they also have the spikes from the dark green banding, but it can be barely seen. There are spikes on there that you would assume it to be a longitudinal line, but for me it's not. Trifasciatas do not have longitudinal lines for me, but for longitudinal lines, that cultivar that was named, it does look like an affinity. Well, let's call it affinis. Looks like affinis means looks like. So the spikes from it, they look like longitudinal lines. So I guess that's why it was named by someone as Sansevieria trifasciata longitudinal stripes, which are the green form or the result of the leaf propagations of Bantu sensation, of Boger, and of black sport. They are all part of the Bantu sensation sport line, or mutations coming from Bantu sensation will give you the green form, which is named as longitudinal stripes. So another difference between longitudinal stripes and the common green form of trifasciata is the leaf width. Because it came from the Bantu line, therefore it follows that it should be a narrow with leaf. So the size of the leaf is narrow, and actually I have my tool here to measure it. So there you go. Again, it's set to 0, and we'll measure this leaf over here. Alright, so I'll start to figure out how wide the leaf are of this cultivar, or Sansevieria trifasciata longitudinal stripes. For longitudinal stripes, the average, or the largest leaf that we measured in Bantu sensation is 38.1, or 1.5 leaves, 1.5 inches. For longitudinal stripes, it's 42.4, so it's about 1.75 of an inch, compared to when we are going to measure the green form of trifasciatas over here. This one, hold on, let's try to measure it like that. Okay, so the measure of the Sansevieria green form, that is the one of the leaves, that's 60.2 millimeters. That is almost twice as wide as the Bantu sensations, because Bantu sensations would be having a leaf width at the size of 38.1, or 37 to 38. Here's another one. We'll measure that, and it's a wider leaf of the green form, and it measures 70.1. So it's almost twice as wide compared to the green form coming from the leaf propagations of the Bantu sensation line. This is the green form of the leaf propagation coming from Rarity, black gold, and etc. And this is the green form leaf propagation coming from the Bantu sport line of trifasciatas. So like I said, this was the original leaf that I planted. And one other thing, when you try to feel it horizontally, through your fingers, the indentions or the bulges, the vertical ridges, they're gone. uh, Usually when you feel the mantle sensation, the one that's not leaf propagated, you'd be having the ridges like this black spot. When you feel the black spot horizontally, you would feel vertical ridges on it. On its green form or the leaf propagated result, it becomes shiny like normal trifasciatas. So there you go, folks. And another thing, another care tip for trifasciatas: when you see the tips that are yellowing like that, for sure it's attacked by aphids. So, like I mentioned in previous features, this is the spot where aphids would usually invade or infest your trifasciatas. And one more thing, when you see some yellowing, that's for sure that you'd be having aphids. Like this spot over here, when you see a yellow discoloration, check the back part and you'd see the pests on them. So I did not clean this purposely, so I can show you some symptoms wherein your plant already has some sort of infestation. This part was damaged as well. This was damaged by pests, by aphids. As you can see, it's having some marks of the bites from aphids on it. I did not clean it on purpose so that I can show you how they look like when they're infested. So I probably will be cleaning this one with the contact pesticide or even just the alcohol, so it would melt down the aphids that are infesting on the said plant. So I guess this is it for this episode. And folks, if you like the content, please don't forget to hit on the like and subscribe button of our channel. So this is it. Thank you, and thank you for watching.